Well, good afternoon, folks. It's the real Captain Kirk here. It's the 7th of May, Saturday. We're going to do this a little early here this week because tomorrow is Mother's Day. So, again, kudos to all the moms out there. Hardest job in the world. Again, so God bless you, and I hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day no matter what the weather does here. We'll start here with a recap of last week across the world here on the world scale here. So, 1 through 7 May here, ending here this evening. Here in the U.S., we are about 0.6 degrees warmer than last year, making it the warmest first week of May here in 3 years. 19th warmest in 37 years, but it's actually right in the middle, so just about average on a national scale. Don't tell that to folks here in the east today because it's freezing. Precip of about 19% wetter than last year, wettest in 3 years, 7th wettest in 37 years. Obviously, we had more tornadoes sweeping across the south and the east here, again, so it's been an extremely active tornado season. Rest of the world, again, on the dry side, again, a lot of the world regions have been very dry. UK was probably one of the best spots, 9 degrees hotter than last year, warmest in 4 years, drier than last year. Cold spot probably there in Russia, coldest in 16 years. So again, maps inset left for the trends on a world scale versus average. If we look at here in the U.S. here, again, April was the coldest retail April in 22 years. So again, very, very cold. That up and down pattern is actually what created a lot of the volatility for tornadic and severe weather activity. The good news here is you look at the next couple weeks or so, it looks like we have a warmer pattern for sure. So these bars show you the trends versus average, and the lines show you the national U.S. high temperatures, red line, and blue lines, low temperatures. So a little bit of a dip here this weekend, but then all uphill here for the next week to 2 weeks here. So warmest May in 4 years when all is said and done on a national scale, 6th warmest in 37 years. So big change from April. We'll take it for sure here in the east. Again, that tornadic activity shows you about 634. We're still 53% more than last year, so it's way, way up. Still top 15 percentile. Again, extremely active year. We may get a little bit of a lull here, again, with a warmer pattern here. Looking at this week, 8th through 14 May, again, starts off frigid here today, Saturday in the east, but warming all week long. In fact, 70s and 80s as we get into next weekend here, where it's in the 40s today. So we'll certainly take that. If we look at these 37-year trends here for the U.S. overall, we'd be about 6.8 degrees warmer than last year here this week on a national scale. Warmest in 4 years, 5th warmest in 37 years, so much above average national temperatures when all is said and done here. The real warm weather obviously is going to be there in the central U.S. And again, East Coast, a little misleading because you're starting off way below normal and you're going to go way above normal here as we get toward the later half of this week. Precip about 44% drier than last year, driest in 9 years. Haven't said that in a while. Third driest in 37 years, so much below average there. Where there is some rain, it's actually kind of where they need it in the upper plains. They could actually get a break here because the farmers would like to get their crops in the ground. It's been a little challenging here for them. Maps, precip map versus average bottom left, and precip map bottom, or temperature map middle there is the temp trends versus last year. So cold for the West Coast for sure. Colder than normal, way colder than normal, and much below even last year's level. If we look at next week here again, farmers desperately want to get out there and finish planting. They're way behind schedule here because of the frost and freezes we've had, the cold, the rainy weather. It's just been up and down for sure, severe weather. The good news here is going to get some of that, hopefully, for the north central, west central corn belt. Next week, a U.S. 1.2 degrees warmer than last year, warmest in 4 years, 4th warmest in 37 years, so much above average national temperatures. Really warm from pretty much Texas to the northeast. We will take it for the freezing cold weekend we're having right now. Precip trends, 10% drier than last year, driest in 8 years, 13th driest in 37 years. So again, below average precip. If there's going to be some severe weather, we maybe want to watch out there in the central Midwest, Central Plains, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Missouri, that area. Maybe some isolated stuff in the southeast, but really the heartland, again, is where we'd worry about some severe weather activity. Hopefully with this generally warmer pattern here, you can, it's the clash of cold and warm that creates the severe weather. If we just stay warm, less likely to get these big clashes to create these tornadic outbreaks. If we aggregate these trends here on just the world 2-week outlook here, 8 through 21 May, we see again warm conveyor belt of heat from Texas into even eastern Canada. They'll take it as well. Cold west, so the cold shifts toward Alaska, western Canada, western U.S. Parts of Europe, again, very, very warm in western Europe and very, very cold in extreme eastern Europe and southwest Russia and even China. So that, folks, we hope you have a great week, and we'll be back here again maybe probably Sunday next week.